my darling. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I will be.
I've got her, Cicero. You should... By the light. You should look around.
It's beautiful.
Attend to why we came. I'll be here.
This is the one?
Yes.
It's barely hanging together.
Egon will Siun Aichin Siun Breog Siun.
What's it saying?
It seems flustered. I'm not sure if... Hey! Damn it!
Did it just abandon us?
Well, we're going to have to...
Don't do this!
Tiziana?
Judge Master, please.
Move aside, Marshal.
What is going on?
Our inquisitive hound.
Tiziana?
I'm sorry.
You told him about the Assemblia. About why we were here.
Yes, she did. To find out where these artifacts that I've been hearing so much about are. So, Inspettori, care to share?
These artifacts are involved in things you don't understand. I need them.
What you need, Inspettori, is to tell me where they are.
Why are you doing this?
Too long the city has been ruled by incompetence. It needs a leader that can fight, that has the strength to do what is necessary for the good of the city, not a weakling who poisons it with his age and frailty.
And you're mad enough to believe that's you?
Imagine how much safer, how much more orderly the city would be if it adopted the bright chorus's compass.
The Luca don't even sing them anymore!
You can't have them.
What? You have spent too long in his company. He's darkened your eyes.
He has shown me the truth.
You are a marshal of the Luca Infinita. Your father would...
My father would have spat upon this guild.
Blasphemous!
Look at us, Fabio. We wear suits of gold, but where do our hearts lie? We're not supposed to fight to banish the weak. We are supposed to fight for them.
The weak will take us down with them!
We are supposed to lift them up. Be the eyes of the blind, the tongues of the mute, the ears of the deaf, the swords of the poor. What happened to that?
Enough! I will deal with you later. But you will...
I challenge you.
What?
You believe you can rule this city under your martial thumb?
What are you saying?
Prove it. By your honor and pride, accept my challenge to a duel.
You think you can beat me?
If I do, you will respect the registry, and you will leave us alone. All of us, the Marshal included.
And if I win, you will tell me everything there is to know about the artifacts.
Cicero.
Fair.
Enough! You have won.
And our deal?
I will honor my word. You fight well.
As do you.
We leave.
Cicero, that was...
I know.
stupid!
What?
You could have been killed!
Well, whatever it is, I have bad news.
About what your Fae wanted to show us?
About the Fae itself. It's run off.
Ah, by the light, Inspetore! I told you!
I know. We can deal with that later. First, we should get your mother back. Now that that's done, we need to find... Did I miss something?
Not once had I ever thought I'd stand up to the Judge Master like that. I never knew it could feel so good.
We'll see what you're saying once he comes around. Might not be a marshal for very much longer. I didn't think you'd take it that lightly.
I never thought I could either. But the things I'd once held so dear now seem like the trinkets of a fool. A broken compass for a blind heart.
Hold off on the poetry, Marshal. Next thing I know, you'll be turning yourself into a songstress.
Come on, let's see what the others are up to.
There you are.
Then, what's the matter?
It's that creature thing you summoned. Came rushing back into the house not an hour ago.
Is anyone hurt?
No one but the walls. You should have a look.
You're saying that she's right then?
Who's right?
Cicero, you need to hear this.
Someone's been quite the artist.
Oli.
What?
His name.
Are you joking?
Vasco, enough, please. We have more important things to talk about.
What's the matter?
What Oli saw at the Misted Isles triggered something. Memory.
He patched it up?
And more. There was text that had been inscribed onto it. His memory is returning.
Well, what does it say then? Anything about the artifacts?
It essentially reads a warning, written by the ruler of the Empire during the months before it fell.
Is this the same emperor who won the Civil War?
The one that championed that the artifact should be hidden, yes.
If this is to be believed, then he admitted that the war had been a mistake. And one by one, unprotected by our celestial boon, our cities fell to the other gods. The chaos of the land bred, and the war of the divine raged on.
Other gods?
In the scroll that Lucia gave you, we learned about a chaos that consumed the lands, that we suspect led to the cataclysm.
Well, there have been no reports from the neighboring regions about rampaging divines, and Umber is a godless city, so...
To those in times not yet past, if among the bones of my people you find our legacies, if those legacies still give you strength, know that the schemer, Breog, still lives. And if one god can survive, know that he might not be alone. Do not follow my mistake. Reclaim the schemer's gifts.
Their legacy? The Masquerades?
The artifacts were a part of their god. It isn't a stretch to believe that the Masquerades draw their power from him as well.
And if he's still alive somewhere...
He might not be the only one.
And the threat of a cataclysm is real.
Ages. Lucia was right.
There's more, Cicero. The images.
The artifacts?
Yes, look.
A tree? The singing tree.
It might explain how it's been alive for so long.
We have to go. Two of you, stay here. Look after the Fae and...
Oli.
Oli, when he wakes up, get him to tell you where the last artifact is. The rest of you get ready. Galden?
You were right. You said yesterday that you were concerned about how much bigger this investigation might get.
Now you see what I mean?
Do you think it might be true? That gods might exist?
What do you mean?
If they do, then religions can't all be lies, can they?
You're thinking about your brother.
Maybe there is a promised land. Maybe the Elysians got it right with Isharimal. Maybe I'll get to see him again.
Perhaps, but until then...
Right. We have work to do.
Amadea,
I'm sorry?
you look a little pale.
I was just... Gods, Cicero.
Gods?
Alive. What does that even mean? That they walk among us? All the gods in the foreign religions are all just concepts, and now...
You can't be sure the term means the same to the Dementicate as it does to us. For all you know, Breog could have simply been a talented mortal.
A talented mortal who gives part of himself to create artifacts that allow us to bend the elements of the physical realm itself? Perhaps your idea of talented mortal needs a little redefining.
Listen, Amadea, we don't know enough to make any judgments. What we do know, however, is that out there are powerful artifacts that we need to secure. That's all that matters right now. All right?
Of course, you're right. I shouldn't be straying.
Good. Now let's get ready. You don't seem quite as fazed by the revelations.
What? Gods?
It's quite a discovery. That they might still live. Whatever that means.
I might perhaps be more affected if it were more affecting.
They're gods we're talking about.
And I know nothing about them. How am I supposed to let an idea influence me if it's still cloaked in questions? Whatever it is, we should leave soon. I don't quite enjoy sitting around like this.
How is he doing?
He'll be all right. Takes after you quite a bit, actually.
Why do you say that?
There's a determination in the way he moves, an authority in the way he speaks.
Is that a compliment?
He's rather malodorous, too, in case I haven't mentioned. How's that for a compliment?
Almost too kind from you.
Go on, Cicero. I'll be ready in a bit.
You look like you're in a hurry, sir?
I am. The Hall of Songs, please.
Right away.
In the mural, it seemed like the artifact was in the singing tree itself. How will we know it to be true?
If there is anyone who can tell us the history of the singing tree, it's Mira Bas. Hopefully she can tell us more.
But do you think she even knows if it...
Wait. Is that... No! No! Orlana, what happened?
Mask runners. They swarmed the hall. I don't know why or...
Mirabas, where is she?
Over there, at the tree.
Get those you can to safety.
But
Look around you, Orlana. The hall is lost.
All right. Take care of her, Cicero.
Mirabas, we have to leave.
The tree, Cicero.
What?
Their leader. She's ascending it. They're here for something.
Stay here. I'm going up.
Cicero.
Tend to your songstresses, Mira.
Be safe, Cicero.
You have put your faith in the wrong forces, Cicero.
Lucia, stop.
Do you see now what you could have gained? Do not let him follow me.
Lucia!
Oh!
No! Mira.
My boy,
Hold on.
my time is long over.
Mira, please.
Sing a good song for me.
Mira. Mira. No! No! Lucia!
Don't stop!
You were right!
What?
You were right! About the cataclysm, about the artifacts! I have seen enough for myself to believe.
You understand?
I don't want there to be another cataclysm.
We are on the same page, you and I. I knew you would see it.
Our goals are the same, yes. But you cannot achieve them this way.
No, 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 no! You are so close to understanding!
Wake up and look at the fires, Lucia! What will you be saving? A ruined city? Mirabas is dead because of you!
The lady has...
The lady does not have it figured out! You said she has a plan for me. How can you believe that when I am standing against you? She is not a god, Lucia. She is as fallible as you and I. You know she was born mortal!
No! You are wrong! She plans to unite the city.
You have just destroyed the one thing holding it together!
You are wrong! Why is the seed in my hands and not yours? Get to the White Spire. Give the command. Seal the streets and don't let them follow me.
No! Damn it! She's headed for the spire. We must stop her.
You've seen the power she wields, Cicero. We cannot...
We must try!
But the coach!
The coach cannot move through the collapsed streets. We go on foot. Tell the twins to find a way to the registry and meet us there.
Ages.
We were too late.
No. Tristan! More behind!
We need to get out of here. Cicero, focus! We've lost it, Cicero. The spire is gone. There's nothing you can do. We need a place to go.
Seymour's throne.
What?
The crown needs to come together. It's the only way.
But
Apologies, sir. Oh, ages!
You found a clear road?
Is that?
Toads!
Yes, sir, we did.
Take us to Seymour's throne. Now!
Cicero, what is going on? Cicero, talk to me, please.
We lost the Hall of Songs.
What do you mean, lost? Cicero!
Destroyed.
What?
How did you lose the spire?
Avestus wanted to make sure Lucia hadn't survived the sunken star. Sent out Portieri to scour the rubble. I told him not to, but... Mirabas? Cicero.
She's dead, Tristan. Mirabas is dead, as are most of the songstresses. The singing tree has been defiled. We've lost the spire, and we're up against a madwoman who has the power to create masquerades. And the only way we're going to be able to stand up against her is if we unite a city that's been broken for as long as anyone alive remembers. That's what's going on.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Cicero, about the sunken star.
I don't want to hear it. You almost killed me! I don't think being silent is too much to ask for. Stay here. I'm going inside. Make sure it's safe.
Safe from what? The throne's been empty for decades.
Just stay here. Come on.
Cicero!
Amadea?
Oli, he woke up, and the first thing he did was rush out of the estiguary.
He refused to speak to us, focused only on bringing us here.
Here?
That triangle that you saw in the mural.
Seymour's throne.
We weren't expecting to see you here.
She has the seed. It was in the singing tree. She got there first.
Ages.
The hall has been destroyed. Mirabas is dead.
What?
No. What is left for us?
The only way we stand a chance against Lucia is by bringing the city together.
You intend to unite the guilds?
Yes. I will take 2 of you. We will secure the throne to make space for the crown. The others must go to the guilds.
How are you certain they will listen?
They must have heard word of the chaos by now. They will want an explanation.
And if they don't?
Make them.
And the knife?
We will deal with that after the throne is secured. With or without the artifacts, we are nothing without the support of the guilds now.
Then make your choice, so we can act quickly.
The Masquerades are being created.
Yes, my lady.
The White Spire has been taken. Our powers grow by the second. And yet...
You never told me how he fit into your plan.
It is sufficient to know that all is well.
That is not good enough.
It must be.
The blood of my people is on my hands. Our culture is in ruins because of me.
You love this city,
More than you know.
and if it falls, when you had the chance to save it, have faith, my child.
The crown is assembling. I can't believe they actually agreed to come. How are you?
Fine.
I mean it.
So do I.
Word is at the streets already. People aren't sure what to do, now that the Hall of Songs is gone.
Is Vasco finished with Oli?
I don't know.
Call him in.
Is there anything else you need?
No. Where is he?
Scouting the premises, looking for the entrance.
Into what?
This place was a prison, back in his days. The knife is somewhere inside it.
But he's told you what it does?
The Dementicate believe that the artifacts were Viennav, physical representations of various aspects of their god, Breog. The heart was a representation of the ideal that was free will. By itself, it achieves little, but when paired with purpose, it can work wonders.
Like create Masquerades.
Yes, with the seed, which was an embodiment of progress, of growth. Just those two artifacts are enough to create Masquerades from souls, to help them ascend.
How do they work?
Like any other Masquerade. With the heart and the seed on a face, all it takes is some mental effort, some will, and...
And we turn into Masquerades?
Yes.
By the light. How are we supposed to stand up against something like that?
The knife.
Yes. It is the counterbalance. Instead of progress, it is stasis. Instead of growth, it is death.
Death?
In a permanent sense. Using the seed gave their souls motility. From Fey to Mist, and Mist to Fey. They'd never truly die.
And the lands would be filled with Fae, too. They would just keep coming back.
Which is why the knife was sent down. With the heart, it has the ability to destroy Masquerades and Fae, and leave nothing behind.
Oh, that doesn't help us.
There's more. The seed and the knife have properties on their own as well. In line with its purpose of progress and growth, the seed enhances the bearer's soul, expands and deepens the connections they have with Masquerades.
I witnessed Lucia branding Earth in the Hall of Songs. She's supposed to be a firebrand.
And the knife?
It is the idea of death or stagnation. By itself, it grants stasis of the soul. Prevents it from ascending, as it were.
It'll stop us from being turned into Masquerades?
Yes.
Then that's our answer. We need the knife if we're going to stand up against Lucia.
And Oli will lead us to it. Once he remembers where the entrance is. In the meantime...
Sir, the crown's gathered. They're waiting for you.
I'm on my way.
It's true. The streets are rife with the knowledge.
The city is in shock. We need to assure our peoples that everything will be all right.
All right. The nexus of our history, the sole thing in this city that binds us together, has been desecrated.
By mask runners, no less. We should have seen this coming.
We did, 5 years ago, and we quelled it then.
You call this quelled? This is what happens when we allow ourselves to be governed by such a pathetic body.
Please, Varpravia, that is not what we're here to discuss.
Oh, that is exactly what we are here to...
Enough. The Inspectore has arrived.
Finally. Please, Cicero, this room has been desperate for a voice of reason.
And an explanation.
What do you know?
The Hall of Songs has been defiled by mask runners. The singing tree is bleeding, and most of the songstresses are dead.
No word on why or how they managed to do that.
I have told you already. It is because of the way the Registry has oppressed them.
Do not be so quick to absolve yourself. As Masquerada, you are just as responsible.
Both of you, enough. Fill the air with any more of your vitriol and there will be no room for explanations. Go ahead, Inspectore, please. Is Pravia right about the intentions of the mask runners? It would make sense, seeing as though they've already claimed the spire as their own.
For some of them, perhaps, but as a whole, no. They are not acting out of vengeance. They are in pursuit of power. The destruction you see is merely collateral.
What sort of power is there to be gained in dishonoring our culture?
The power to create masquerades.
What?
There was an artifact in the singing tree left behind by the Dementicate.
That allows them to create masquerades?
Yes.
Impossible!
All right, let's assume we believe you. Why did they storm the spire?
To prove their power. To intimidate you, the Crown, into obeying them.
There! Vengeance!
No, they have other reasons.
Your lie is running thin, Inspectore.
They believe it is necessary for the city to come together to stand against another cataclysm.
Another cataclysm? Are we of the same mind here?
As in the event that wiped out the Dementicate thousands of years ago?
Yes, and they are willing to spill rivers of blood if it means getting the city under their thumb.
They're insane.
Fanatical.
They actually believe this? That they're going to save the city?
With every fiber of their being. And unless we stand together, the mask runners are going to swallow the guilds one by one.
And if we stand together?
We need to reclaim the White Spire.
No.
Pravia!
Don't you see what this is? A fabrication, based on our ignorance of the old world, created to gain the Registry our aid, simply to reclaim the throne that they've lost. There are no artifacts or a coming cataclysm. The truth is simple. The masked runners rebelled, struck out of the heart of the society that's oppressed them, and finally pooled their wits together and claimed the spire as their own. And now the scum of the White Spire have woven a tale in an attempt at winning back their control over us. But to that I say...
It is true.
And here I thought you'd lost your voice.
Fabio, what do you mean? All the Inspectore speaks of, it is all true.
How can you say that?
I've had an agent that has been traveling with him. I've heard her accounts, and at first I was skeptical as well. But give it some time and you will come to see the sense in it. It explains some of the mysteries of our land.
So you've known about this for a while then?
And you kept it from us?
We were supposed to be better than this, Fabio. I acted in the interest of my people. You would have done the same. You acted in the interest of your guild. The people of the city are your people. That is what the Crown is supposed to stand for. Stop! I understand I have wronged the Crown by my actions, but all is shadow under the light of the present.
Fabio, you believe him?
I do. And if you could, for a moment, put aside your Altus pride and admit there are things of the past you do not know, Pravia?
I will not commit to a deluded fool's plan.
The city needs you! This is about more than just the registry. More than your pride. Please!
You will not win my people over with lies!
Cicero, the Altus are leaving. Cicero? Where are you going?
To gather an army. Raise the call for your people.
I'm sorry, did I miss something?
Did you change her mind?
No, but us sitting around despairing isn't going to either. Any more time we give the Dactytes is time for them to strengthen their army. We need to stop them quickly, Altus be damned.
Inspectore, you of all understand the DHA's stance on the altars, but even I know that they have one of Umber's strongest armies.
You are the leaders of the city, the people who are its custodians. If you will not stand up for the land you call home, who will?
Sunken stones, he's right. What of you, Cicero? What are your plans?
Lucia has 2 of the 3 artifacts. I need to find the last one. It will give us a better chance against her.
Then come. We all have work to do.
Ages be with us all.
You did good.
We're 1 guild short.
We're 5 guilds more than we had.
It's not over yet. Lift mechanism?
The Mentacate had some fine technology.
And no one knew about this?
They did, they just didn't know what it was.
I suppose it's easy to pass it off as just another quaint part of history.
Does it know how to use it?
Shade?
Ages. Every hour I realize just how little we know about their culture.
Just their culture. Their entire world is a mystery to us, my dear. Their technology, their stories, their magics.
Focus, you two.
Right. So, it's a 2-way mechanism. Oli's activated it so that it'll take us down.
Into the prison?
The son of the old emperor had once been housed here. He hadn't agreed with his father's turnaround on his view about the artifacts. But his father couldn't bring himself to kill his son.
So he locked him away for eternity?
Well, just until the cataclysm, yes?
2 of you can follow me down, along with Ollie. The others should wait up here, in case anything happens. So, now what? All right. Ages. This is enormous.
Where do you think the knife is?
Let's start looking and we'll find out.
What's happening?
Brace yourselves!
Cicero!
Are you all right?
It's not the first time we've jumped from falling rocks.
What happened?
One of the supports must have given way. Damn, that was supposed to be our way out.
The stone of the prison's made of umbrite. There's no way to brand it.
Hang tight, Cicero. We'll find a way.
I'll be here. Of course. Come on. The knife isn't going to find itself. Ages. What is this?
It looks like a studio of some sort.
It's umbric. Someone's been here before. Look around. See what you can find. Over here. There's something under the box.
Ages. Do you think this is it?
One way to find out.
Is that it?
Look at the walls, the carvings. This place is too manicured for it to be ordinary. And this must be it. This is our answer. This...
Well, what is it?
It's empty.
What? Cicero!
What are you looking for?
We're missing something. Whoever was here must have moved it. Must have... Faye.
What?
These sheets. They describe the process of creating Faye, and how they protect from her gaze.
Her gaze?
The lady. Impossible.
What are you looking for?
Tell me I'm wrong, please.
Cicero, what are you...
Razatov.
He was here? My brother was here?
No.
Cicero!
Amadea!
I'm here!
Pull us up, quick! You two, follow me.
But the others...
Tie the rope. They can climb out themselves.
Cicero, what's going on?
Toads! The estiguary! Now!
What?
Now! We need to go faster.
Cicero, what is going on?
We have to get to the estiguary.
I don't understand.
That room in the throne, it was Razatov's.
So what?
The first day I arrived, I found a stone in his office. I gave it to Leventhus.
And you think... Oh, ages, no.
No, please, no. Ven? Ven! No!
Cicero, what is...
Get up! Come on, Ven! Carlton, please!
Cicero.
No, 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 no! Carlton! Wake them up!
I cannot, Cicero. I'm sorry.
Do something, damn it!
They are gone, Cicero.
Smoke must have taken them.
No.
I am so sorry, Cicero.
They were runic. They deserve a burial.
You know the songs?
I do.
I am so sorry. Damien. Damien? Damien! Carlton!
Tides. He's still breathing. How is this possible?
We need to get him out.
I need to stabilize him, Cicero. Bring the coach.
Hang in there, you.